Some pretty incredible developing news coming out in about the past hour. Today, January the 9th, 2025, as you can see, breaking news coming out. Los Angeles arsonist is arrested for purposely starting the Kenneth fire. Take a look at the latest headlines that have been coming out. LA fires. Arson suspected in the Kenneth fire. One arrest has taken place. Here's another one. Arson suspect arrested in Woodland Hills near Kenneth fire. Here's another one. Police arrested arson suspect behind massive new California fire. And here is another one that's coming out. This is coming out all across the news media headlines. Kenneth fire in West Hollywood Hills probed as arson. One is in custody after residents detained them, LAPD says. So for those of you that said that you believe that there was something nefarious afoot here and that this was arson, you were correct. It is now coming out that the police have arrested one individual, as they are saying that this was done on purpose, and now they have somebody in custody, and there could be more on the way here. So I'm going to go ahead and share with you guys the latest information so that way you can see it for yourself. And like I said, this is breaking news just coming out. I'm seeing this coming out across all the headlines. I'm going to dive into them with you. All of these articles are going to be linked down in the description below, so that way you can see them for yourself and know that it is the latest. And you can see the timestamps on these. These are just coming out right here, 10:49 Eastern Standard Time. So this just coming out in about the past hour, as it is 10:56 p.m. Central Standard Time, January the 9th. So in just the last hour, it is now being reported that there has been an arrest made for all the fires in LA. And I know that a lot of people were saying this. They were saying this has never happened before. This is unprecedented, the amount of fires that are taking place. Yes, it is a place that is known for fires, but not typically during this time of the year and this many. And also, as we shared with you, I think it was yesterday evening when we were live, they were asking about the new Hollywood Hills fire that had broken out. And you heard the experts say, no, I would have to say the Hollywood Hills fire, it is too far away from the other ones for it to be embers that have been carried across, which was indication that there is something that is starting these fires. So let me go ahead and dive into the latest so that way you guys can go ahead and see what is going on here, as we're hearing that an arrest has been made. These articles are going to be linked in the description below. In the past hour or so, this is breaking news that is coming out all across the news media headlines. Breaking news, LA County sends evacuation orders by mistake, causing panic, confusion among enraged residents. And Kenneth fire in West Hollywood Hills probed as arson. One in custody after residents detained them, says the LAPD. So let's go ahead and dive right in. I know it's pretty late, but I wanted to share this with you. I was debating whether or not I should wait till the morning, but I thought, you know what, let me just go ahead and hop on right now live and give you guys the latest information as to what is coming out, so you know exactly what is taking place. And maybe this will mean that we'll start to see some of these fires subside, not have new ones popping up all the time, if they are capturing the arsonists that are committing these crimes. So let's dive right in. And if you appreciate the updates, before we do me a quick favor, take a second, hit the like button for me, help spread this out further so more people can get the breaking news updates as to what is going on. That simple gesture helps out the channel a ton. Thank you so much. In addition to that, if this is your first time here, don't forget, hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell. I'll keep you up to speed on everything. And these articles are going to be linked down in the description below with hyperlinks, so that way you can see them for yourself. Now let's go ahead and take a look at this article so that way you can see exactly what is coming out. As it says, breaking news, Los Angeles arsonist is arrested for purposely starting the Kenneth fire. Now this article says that an apocalyptic, fast-moving fire that sparked massive evacuations in Calabasas and the Hidden Hills is being investigated as an arson incident, with one suspect arrested. The Kenneth fire is tearing through the West Hills at a rapid rate, with 900 exhausted first responders pulled from other high-priority infernos in Southern California to protect homes and to try to contain the flames. Now, LAPD Senior Lead Officer Charles Denzel had told News Nation a suspect is in custody suspected of intentionally causing the blaze. About 20 to 30 minutes later, a suspect was detained over in Woodland Hills area by citizens. He said, "It is being investigated as a crime." Denzel was asked directly if he believed the fire was set intentionally, and he said, "At this time, that's what we believe, yes." And that is exactly what I shared with you when we were covering this live. We had heard the experts saying that it did not appear like other fires were causing the new ones, that there was something happening, and they said that they believed that somebody potentially was starting these fires. Now, he said there was no clear motive, adding that the area is now being closed off for further investigations. As 3 intense fires burned out of control, authorities are slowly starting to unearth the widespread devastation beneath the flames, with the death toll rising to 7 on Thursday evening and reports that at least 10,000 structures have been wiped out. Sources told DailyMail.com that a resident called 911 to report a male attempting to set a fire at the 21700 block of Ybarra Road at around 4:30 p.m. The suspect was arrested and taken to Topanga Station. And here you can see some of the photos of the fires. It says the Kenneth Fire is tearing through the West Hills at a rapid rate, with 900 exhausted first responders pulled from other high-priority infernos in Southern California to protect homes and try to contain the flames. An apocalyptic, fast-moving fire that sparked mass evacuations in Calabasas and the Hidden Hills is being investigated as an arson incident, with 1 suspect arrested. Now here you can see an X-post right here from News Nation. Los Angeles police says Kenneth Fire, currently burning, was intentionally set, and suspect was detained by citizens, burning now 800 plus acres. And here you can see more photos of the devastation that is coming out as well. 911 to report a male attempting to set fire at the 21700 block of Ybarra Road at around 4:30 p.m. And here you can see firefighters working to try to get control of those fires. Heroic first responders were alerted to the latest fire in the upper Los Angeles-Ventura County border, spreading rapidly through the West Hills and encroaching upon homes in nearby Calabasas and the Hidden Hills. Officials issued a chilling warning on Thursday night, urging residents not to ignore the evacuation orders, with Senator Adam Schiff bluntly stating, "If you stay, you are going to die." We cannot confirm any connection to any fire at this time, LAPD Drake Madison said. The arrest confirms Hollywood A-listers' worst fears, that their homes are being targeted. Happy Days star Henry Winkler, 79, wrote on social media, "There is an arsonist here in LA. May you be beaten, you unrecognizable, the pain you have caused." Actress Allison Sweeney responded, "Agreed." Singer Chris Brown also had his suspicions, writing, "Someone starting these fires, blank don't add up." TV personality Elizabeth Chambers also chimed in, telling her fans, "Feels like this is a lot more than nature." After confirmation that a suspected arsonist had been arrested, Winkler updated his initial post, adding, "One in custody so far." An LA Fire Department official initially dismissed the claim, saying, "There's no way to know at this moment exactly where and how the series of fires started, but investigation is underway." And there you can see the post that is coming out, and more photos in responses to celebrities saying that they have the devastation caused in their areas. Heroic first responders were alerted to the latest fire in the upper Los Angeles-Ventura County border, spreading rapidly through the West Hills and encroaching upon homes in nearby Calabasas and Hidden Hills. Officials issued a chilling warning on Thursday night, urging residents not to ignore the evacuation orders, with Senator Adam Schiff bluntly stating, "If you stay, you are going to die. If you get an evacuation order, get the hell out," he said. "You may think that you can outrun a fire. You cannot outrun these fires. If you stay, you are going to die in them." The fast-moving Kenneth blaze is already encompassing 960 acres and threatening the Malibu Canyon area north of the 101 freeway near Calabasas, home to Kourtney Kardashian and Will Smith. Kim and Khloe Kardashian live in the nearby Hidden Hills. Mandatory evacuation orders were announced as firefighters drop water bombs from the skies in an effort to contain the blaze, which is being spurred on by strong Santa Ana winds. The road out of Calabasas quickly became gridlocked with bumper-to-bumper traffic as locals heed the warnings and abandon their homes. Residents across Southern California have been warned for days to have bags full of important documents and possessions packed and ready to grab in an emergency. The fire was reported as 50 acres at 3:45 p.m., but had exploded to 791 acres by 4:45 p.m. By 6 p.m., it encompassed 960 acres. Later on Thursday, mandatory evacuation orders relating to the Kenneth fires were reduced to evacuation warnings as authorities managed to stop further progress forward. And here you can see more images of that evacuation taking place. The combined death toll for all the fires has risen to 7, but officials have warned that it is likely to continue to rise as dogs trained to detect human remains are given access to the charred remains of properties in fire-ravaged neighborhoods. Sheriff Robert Luna of Los Angeles County called for patience with officials' death counts. Right now, frankly, we don't know yet, he said. I think the death toll will rise. I hope I'm wrong. Across Los Angeles, some 180,000 people have been given mandatory evacuation orders, while another 200,000 have been put on alert and warned to consider fleeing their homes. Officials with Los Angeles County say an evacuation order alert for residents near the Kenneth Fire in the West Hills was mistakenly sent county-wide on Thursday afternoon. The alert was only intended for residents of Calabasas or the Agora Hills. The damage from the two largest fires, the Pacific Palisades blaze and the Eaton Inferno, has been immense. Up to 10,000 structures have been wiped out, officials say. David Acuna, a spokesperson for CAL FIRE, provided a chilling new warning for Californians as they look ahead to the future and consider rebuilding their lives. There really is no fire season. It's a fire year, he said. I've been doing this for 20 years, and I've never seen it this bad. Now, similarly, Pasadena Fire Chief Chad Augustin said the level of devastation is staggering. Neither of the major two fires have been contained whatsoever. Eaton now covers 13,690 acres, while the largest Palisades fire stretches beyond 17,200 acres. Now, the high fire weather risk will continue through Friday. National Weather Service Los Angeles meteorologist said Thursday afternoon in a social media post. Santa Ana winds will be moderate to strong Thursday night, keeping the fire weather threat in the area focused on Los Angeles and Ventura County into Friday morning. The threat doesn't end after Friday, however, the post said. Offshore winds will continue into early next week, peaking Sunday as well as Tuesday into Wednesday. The systemic failures in the Deep Blue City have led many to wonder how things could have gotten this out of hand, and led many to call for the resignation of Mayor Karen Bass and Governor Gavin Newsom. Bass is under pressure to resign amid the ongoing wildfire crisis, with revelations heroic firefighters had trouble accessing enough water to fight infernos, and hydrants were empty. And here you can see a map. Los Angeles burns. Map tracks the wildfires. Fire spreading in orange. Evacuation orders in red. Yellow. Evacuation warnings. And you can see the Eaton fire, the Hearst fire, the Palisades fire, the Kenneth fire, the Lydia fire. And then we had also heard that there was one that was right here as well. The Hollywood Hills was on fire as well, but we're hearing that one has been contained. Now, she slashed the LA Fire Department's budget by $17.6 million, referring to Mayor Bass, in 2024 after being talked down from $23 million in cuts, and officials ignored warnings about the threats of fire. President Joe Biden later stated the problems were self-inflicted to avoid further fanning the flames. What I know from talking to the governor, there are concerns out there that there's also been a water shortage, he said in a press briefing on Thursday. The fact is the utilities understandably shut off power because they are worried that the lines that carry energy were going to be blown down and spark additional fires. Now, When it did that, it cut off the ability to generate pumping the water. That's what caused the lack of water in these hydrants. So that is the new claim that they are saying. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. But we are hearing that the arsonist has been arrested that started these fires. So far, we're hearing one has been done. Now, take a look. Here's another article that came out on this. This one from News Nation. LA fires arson suspect in Kenneth fire, one arrested. Fire is worse in Los Angeles history, the worst in Los Angeles history. Evacuation orders given to thousands of area residents. One person taken into custody in connection with the Kenneth fire. The Los Angeles Police Department has confirmed to News Nation that the Kenneth fire is now being investigated as an arson case, and one person is in custody. The Kenneth fire is just one among 5 wildfires ravaging LA County, threatening homes near Calabasas and Hidden Hills. Investigators believe the fire may have been purposely set, and it was citizens who helped detain the suspect. LAPD Senior Lead Officer Sean Dintz informed News Nation's Brian Enton that one person is in custody. Los Angeles District Attorney Nathan Hochman said that the penalty for the suspected arsonist could be as high as homicide and could result in life in prison. Justice will be swift, it will be firm, and the maximum punishment will be sought, Hochman said on Banfield. Our goal is to send this warning, Hochman added. Whether it's looting, these internet scams, robbery, or future arsons, the day and age of the DA's office standing on the sidelines is over. We want to bring justice, and we will. Now, more than 34,000 acres have been burned in total as wildfires continue to rage across the Los Angeles area. As the multiple wildfires rage on, at least 20 people have been arrested on looting charges, and 400 National Guard members have been deployed for traffic control and infrastructure protection. Now, officials have said that almost 180,000 people are under evacuation orders because of the fires, and thousands have been displaced. President Joe Biden addressed the nation, announcing that he had signed a fire management systems grant and a major disaster declaration in response to the fires. Cost sharing will be waived, with the federal government covering 100% of the costs for the next 180 days. Spare no expense, Biden said. Biden also announced additional resources for California, including 400 federal firefighters, more than 30 helicopters and planes, 8 C-130s from the Defense Department that are equipped to suppress wildfires, and 500 ground clearing personnel. And here you can see the president saying spare no expense. Biden also praised local leaders in California for their response to the disasters. Vice President Kamala Harris, whose home is in an evacuation area, called the fires apocalyptic and thanked firefighters for the work that they are doing. This is something that is going to have an impact for months and years to come, she said. Harris also addressed the fact that several major insurers have pulled away from their offering coverage in California, which will increase the difficulty to recovery for many families. The vice president spoke about those who have opened their homes to displaced people and volunteered to help address the needs of the community. In times of crisis, we find the heroes among us who we may not have known before, Harris said. Federal officials noted that the fires are happening earlier in the year than usual, driven by Santa Ana winds as a result of climate change. However, we're now hearing it is not climate change. We are beyond the point of calling it fire season, Harris said about climate change and wildfires. Helicopters are dropping water from the air, and hundreds of firefighters continue to be on the scene to help respond to the emergencies. California Governor Gavin Newsom thanked neighboring governors Tina Kotek, Jay Insel, and Katie Hobbs for sending additional firefighters to assist. Biden quickly approved Newsom's request for a presidential major disaster declaration to support ongoing responses to the efforts. Los Angeles County Supervisor Lindsay P. Horvath said all Los Angeles Unified and Santa Monica Malibu school districts will remain closed. A spokesperson for the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department said Wednesday that 5 people have lost their lives in the wildfires. We have now heard that has been up to 7. But Thursday, Sheriff Robert Luna said that it's too early to discuss the total number of deaths. David Walters with the Los Angeles Fire Department on Thursday got his first break from the front lines in 2 days. We're pretty much trying to keep what is left here standing, and so we're not laying down. We're staying in our positions, Walters said in an interview with News Nation. I did sleep on top of the hose bed last night, just staying ready to do what we still can do. Now, where are the LA area's fires burning? Multiple fires are burning in the areas. And we just took a look at the map in the previous article. Palisades fire caused a state emergency declaration. As of Wednesday afternoon, the rapidly moving wildfire of the Pacific Palisades area has spread to more than 19,978 acres. Wind gusts in the Palisades are up to 60 miles per hour and will continue throughout Thursday, Los Angeles Fire Department Chief Kristen Crawley said. An estimated 5,316 structures were damaged or destroyed in the Pacific Palisades fire, while also resulted in 2 confirmed fatalities. It is far worse than the area's second most destructive blaze, according to the statistics kept by the Wildfire Alliance, a partnership between the city's fire department and MySafe, the Associated Press reported. There were a high number of significant injuries to residents who did not evacuate, Los Angeles County Fire Chief Anthony Marone said, as well as some wounded first responders. The blaze was first reported as a vegetation fire around 10:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on Tuesday. Then we also had the Eaton Fire, the Hearst Fire, the Lydia Fire, the Woodley Fire. Last night I shared with you live breaking the Sunset Fire. Today I shared with you breaking news as soon as it had come out, the Kenneth Fire as well. So these are all the fires that we have seen that have been taking place. And here is a map showing the evacuation zones for the Kenneth Fire in the Calabasas West Hills area as of 3:45 p.m. on January the 9th, 2025. And you can see all of the areas that they are saying need to evacuate because of the fire. The LAFD issued a mandatory evacuation order for neighborhoods north of the 101 freeway from Colony Road to the west, Orville Avenue to the east, and north to Burbank Road. By 5:30 p.m., the order was downgraded to a warning and encompassed only a limited area of homes west of the fire and east of the Valley Circle Road. On Thursday night, the number of power outages surged to 1,895,630, a sharp increase from 418,339 reported just an hour earlier. Los Angeles Department of Water and Power CEO and Chief Engineer Janice Quinones said power has been restored for about 200,000 customers in the city. Restoration times are ranging from 24 to 48 hours, Quinones said. Hundreds of road signals remain out. Mark Pestrella, director of the Los Angeles County Public Works Director, said sewer, power, and transportation systems have been damaged significantly. Air and dust advisories are in effect for 17 million people across the vast stretch of the Southern California, according to the South Coast Air Quality Management District. The air quality index is at 173 in East Los Angeles. Good air quality is considered to be 50 or less. AccuWeather estimates $52 billion to $57 billion in preliminary damages and economic loss has occurred from the raging Los Angeles area fires. The LA Metro suspended fares Wednesday and Thursday after intermittent power outages made it difficult for riders to purchase and load fare cards. Luna said his department made 20 arrests for looting. So again, not only the arsonists, but also we are hearing that there are looters going around as well. So this has just come out. As I mentioned, headlines starting to spread with updates regarding the arrests that have taken place. Here you can see LA fires, arson suspect in Kenneth Fire, 1 arrested. Here's another one, arson suspect arrested in the Woodland Hills near the Kenneth Fire. And these just coming out not too long ago. You can see coming out at 7:10 p.m. So that 7:40 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, so that's 9:40 here Central Standard Time, updated at 8:06 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, that's 10:06. So coming out in about the past 2 hours now roughly, a possible arson suspect was arrested Thursday night near the Kenneth Fire area, and there you can see a picture of him right there. Crews continue battling the flames burning near homes in Calabasas and West Hills. At around 4:30 p.m., Los Angeles police responded to reports of a man attempting to light a fire in the 21700 block of Ibarra Road in Woodland Hills. And here you can see the individual that has been detained by the police, the arson suspect arrested for causing these fires, or at least one of the fires, they are saying. Investigations are still underway. Residents who reportedly spotted the suspect held him down until the officers arrived. Photos of the arrest shared on the Citizens app show officers surrounding a home where a male suspect was apprehended. Authorities have not confirmed whether this man was responsible or had any connection with the current wildfires. His identity was not yet released. The Kenneth Fire was first reported around 2:30 p.m. in an area of dry brush in the upper Las Virgenes Canyon open space just north of the 101 freeway. By 6 p.m., the fire grew to 960 acres with zero containment. Sky 5 footage showed helicopters dropping flame retardant around the fire's perimeter and fixed-wing aircraft dumping water to protect homes. An arson investigation is underway and no further details on the suspect have been released. Crews across Southern California are working to contain several devastating wildfires as the Palisade Fire in Pacific Palisades and Malibu and the Eaton Fire in Altadena and Pasadena continue growing. So there you have it, you guys, and here is another one. Police arrest an arson suspect. Massive new California fire. A picture that circulates online appeared to show a man in custody with a blowtorch nearby. Wow, so he had a blowtorch that they were saying that he was planning to use to start the fire. The Los Angeles Police Department said on Thursday night that a new blaze that has erupted in the city is being treated as a suspected arson case. And let me know, were you one of the individuals that was saying that? I know a lot of people were saying that this just seemed very odd. It didn't add up. If that was you, put a 1 in the comments, and you were right. It looks like these were being caused. Somebody was doing these intentionally on purpose. If you thought that these were natural causes, or you think maybe the rest of them were natural causes, put a 2. But for those of you that were saying that it was arson, you are correct. Now, do me a favor as well, if you haven't done so yet. If you appreciate the live updates, getting you up to speed on everything going on, even in the middle of the night, take a second, hit that like button for me. Help spread this out further so more people can get the latest information that is coming out, the breaking news regarding the fires. The Kenneth Fire in West Hills quickly grew in just a couple of hours to 1,000 acres and is 0% contained as fire officials work to put out several other fires in the city. LAPD Senior Lead Officer Charles Denzel told reporters, "What we know right now is that the incident occurred, started here, Victoria Trailhead, and about 20 to 30 minutes later, a suspect was detained over Woodland Hills area by citizens. When asked if someone purposely set the fire, he responded, 'At this time, that's what we believe, yes.' The officials said that they did not have a motive yet, but that the area was being treated as a crime scene." So they are saying that they got somebody. Local radio station posted a photo of the alleged suspect that also showed what appears to be a blowtorch on top of a police car next to him. So let's take a look at this. All right, so here you can see this is from Tim Conway Jr.'s show, posted on X. Breaking news says this man was arrested for apparently starting fires in Woodland Hills area. We are awaiting confirmation. Note the possible torch on the hood of the car. Listen live. We are talking with her now. And here you can see the photo. You can see on top of the vehicle this yellow, looks like they're saying a blowtorch on top of the police vehicle. So looks like we may have captured somebody. And I see Casey Spirito saying sleeper cells Let me know. Do you think that's what it is? Do you think that these are... We don't have a whole lot of information on the individual yet, but let me know. Do you think that this is a sleeper cell? Do you think this is a foreign adversary doing attacks? We had those incidents in New Orleans, Las Vegas. We heard that there was potential arrests or issues for concern in Houston. We saw the largest seizure of homemade explosive devices in Virginia with over 150 found in one person's garage. Do you think that this could be a potential attack? If you think that this is possibly a sleeper cell attack, a foreign adversary, put a 3 in the comments. If you think no, that this is not what it is, put a 4 in the comments. Let me know your guys' thoughts. And also don't forget to hit that like button if you appreciate the updates. But here you can see this individual that was captured. They said by civilians, and then police came and detained him, and they said here you can see actually on the police vehicle what they believe to be a blowtorch as well. The development comes as thousands of firefighters have been deployed to battle several other fires in Los Angeles over the last couple of days. The Palisades fire has destroyed more than 19,000 acres, while the Eaton fire in Altadena has destroyed more than 13,000 acres. Nearly 200,000 people have been ordered to evacuate their homes because of fires spreading quickly due to the notorious Santa Ana winds in the area. So there you have it, you guys. We are hearing that right now they have somebody under arrest. That's all the information that we currently have at this time. As more comes out on this, I will be sure to let you guys know here on the channel. But this is breaking news coming out in roughly the past maybe 2 hours or so now, maybe 3, approaching 3. And it says Kenneth Fire in West Hollywood. Here's another one coming out from the New York Post. West Hollywood Hills probed as arson. 1 in custody after residents have detained him, according to the LAPD. And it says 1 person has been taken into custody in connection with the Kenneth Fire, which erupted Thursday afternoon in West Hollywood Hills as ferocious wildfires continue to tear through Southern California, according to reports. The LAPD launched an arson investigation at Victoria Trailhead, where the devastating fire broke out, with the area being treated as a crime scene. Brian Enton from News Nation wrote on X. The Kenneth Fire sparked just after 2:30 p.m. and has since spread over 800 acres and continues to rip through Ventura County, Los Angeles Fire Chief Kristen Crawley told reporters Thursday night. About 30 minutes later, a suspect was detained over in the Woodland Hills area by citizens, the LAPD senior lead officer Sean Denzel told Eaton. How and why the fire was started is still not clear, he added, but the blaze is being investigated as a crime. The suspect is a homeless man in his 30s. Okay, wow. So this is some information that none of the other articles had. This one says the suspect is a homeless man in his 30s, according to Fox LA's Alex Michelson, who added that firefighters appear to have gained the upper hand on the blaze. The Los Angeles Fire Department initially issued mandatory evacuation orders for the area known as the Hidden Hills, but downgraded to a mere warning, Crawley said. The LAPD did not immediately respond when reached for comments. At least 20 people were arrested Wednesday and Thursday morning for looting homes damaged or destroyed by the catastrophic wildfires ripping through the City of Angels, according to the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department. And we heard those warnings that they said there are individuals that are going from home to home nearby the fires, and they are telling them to evacuate, pretending that they are authorities, but they're actually not. Then when people leave their homes, they're going and looting people's homes for fake evacuation warnings. So there has been, it says, 20 people that have been arrested for looting homes as a result of what's going on with the fires. And now we're hearing that has been 1 arrest as well for somebody that they suspect has been starting these fires. 5 separate fires sparked Tuesday morning and days later have ravaged nearly 30,000 acres or 47 square miles in Los Angeles County, causing mass destruction and evacuations. Some 130,000 Californians have been under evacuation orders from the multiple major fires, which include the Palisades Fire west of Los Angeles, the Eaton Fire north of Pasadena, and the Sunset Fire in the Hollywood Hills. The largest blaze, the Palisades Fire, has burned nearly 20,000 acres alongside the coast and destroyed more than 5,000 homes and structures in its path. The out-of-control Eaton Fire has now destroyed or damaged between 4,000 to 5,000 homes as the growing blaze exploded to 13,690 acres on Thursday, officials said. The cause of the 5 fires, 3 of which were completely uncontained, remains unknown and are under investigation at this time. At least 7 people have lost their lives, and the death toll is expected to climb. Wow. So there you have it, you guys. Breaking news coming out in just the past couple of hours. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I'm seeing John Robinson saying arson. Yes, the arsonist we're hearing has been arrested. TVT is saying 2025 is off to a horrible start. Somebody's saying he was a homeless man. Yes, that is what we're hearing. William Ben Noe Jr. says, Jesus loves you. Hoppison, in June 2024, tons of fire hydrants. Stolen, never replaced. Well, you guys, as more information comes out on this, I will be sure to let you guys know. But we're hearing that at this time that an arrest has been made for an arsonist that was trying to start a fire. They believe that he had a blowtorch and he was behind the Kenneth fires, and that civilians actually apprehended him, held him down, waited till the authorities came and arrested him. And they are saying that they want to hold him accountable for the highest charges possible. This could be, they said, life in prison. And at this time, though, there has been so much damage done. They are trying to see if they can control what is happening, but there is 0% containment for some of these fires that are raging at this time. They're saying this is the worst they have ever had it in Southern California with fires. They've never seen it this bad, and the winds are so strong that it's causing it to spread even further, adding to the devastation that is taking place. And now we have one individual. Now, let me know your thoughts. Do you think that there are more? Do you think that there are more arsonists that are involved in this? If you think so, put yes. If you think no, put no. But who knows? Maybe some of these are caused by natural causes. Some of these, maybe there are arsonists involved. But at this time, they believe they have apprehended one of the individuals that caused the Kenneth fire just recently. But I've heard a lot of people say that they suspect that this could be nefarious works here. This could be an eco attack, they are saying, against California. I see Frank saying, great work, Steve. Thank you for the reporting, even this late. You are very welcome. And I'm seeing a lot of people saying yes. And if you appreciate the updates, do me a quick favor. Hit the like button if you haven't done so yet. Just helps spread out the breaking news so more people can get the latest updates and know exactly what is going on. DJS is saying, of course, there are more arsonists that are doing this. Yes, and a lot of people suggesting that even perhaps this could be a group. Some people using the term sleeper cell of various people that could be doing this at this time to wreak havoc on the city of Los Angeles. But we will see. Will is saying, eco attack, this is crazy. DJS saying, Steve, amazing coverage. Even at this late hour, you're on point. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. I will continue to keep you guys up to speed on everything. And I will make sure that as more information comes out, you guys know exactly what is taking place. But that is the latest, you guys. Don't forget to say a prayer for California, just like Tamrod is saying. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.